Last class, we talked about SolLPG.io, which is the Solana Playground editor and some of its features. In this video, we're going to explain another tool. I think this tool is like the great-granddaddy of the Solana Playground editor. Well, why say that? Here's a question: a few years ago, Solana didn't even have this kind of tool. Even now, SolLPG.io still has that beta test label on it. Just think about how tough it was back in the day when you didn't even have an editor and had to rely entirely on command line operations for compiling and deploying. You must be wondering, now that we have Solana Playground, where you can execute many commands with just a click, right? Like airdrop commands, compiling, deploying. Oh there. So why should you care about Solana CLI? It has some advanced tools that you won't find in Solana Playground. Even though those features aren't used all the time, they're still pretty handy. If you really need to get up and running, at least you know that the Solana CLI has that feature. No worries if you forget. You can just look it up later. If you want to use this tool, there are two options. One is to install it on our computer. We can definitely match their documents and just follow the instructions to copy and paste. No problem at all. Let me demonstrate it for everyone. So, over here, we have the Apple system and Linux system. Below that, we've got the Windows system. I've got the Apple system here. So let me walk you through the process. Before I run anything, I want to check if I've installed it before. I typed in Solana V to see the version, but nothing came up. It's pretty clear that I don't have it installed here. Well, next, let's just paste the installation instructions from the document into the terminal and hit enter. By the way, there was a little error that popped up.
Later.
I bet a lot of people will run into it too. Just a heads up. You see a 443 error. It's basically a network issue. You'll probably need to tweak your proxy since everyone's internet setup is different. If you run into any problems, just DM me in the group or ask one of our students. Hit enter, then run it again. You'll see it start downloading from here. Alright, so it installed successfully here. The content returned is the same as what the documentation shows. Since our systems are different, not everyone will have the same experience. You might see a prompt at the end here. You just need to update the environment variable by copying and pasting it here. Then hit enter. You don't have to type it exactly the same as me since everyone's computer is different and the paths might be different too. Just follow the prompts and come back here. We'll check the version number. Normally, when it's installed correctly, it should show the version. We see it says 1.18.14 here. It's exactly like the document. After all this hassle, let me share a simpler way that doesn't require installation.
Later.
Because you can do it right in the SolLPG editor. You can see there's a terminal down there where you can type in commands. So we can just type Solana V in that window, press and copy and paste it. Hit enter. We'll see that it shows version 1.11.0. That's the solution I mentioned. You can use it straight away without any installation. Even though the version numbers might be different, the features are pretty much the same. So next, let's go with the built-in Solana tool. Let's show everyone how to use this. First, we'll run Solana H to check out the commands this tool has. Alright, after comparing, and it turns out this version is pretty much the same as version 1.18. The new version is definitely going to have some extra features, but it's really the same old thing. We don't need to memorize all the commands or anything. If you're not great with English, I've got a Chinese version of the translation here too. You can check out the Chinese and see what this tool can do. But honestly, I think it's not super popular. People tend to use Solana Web 3, JS more. Let's go through this quickly. I'll start by showing everyone a few common methods. Then you can try to apply what you learned to the rest on your own. If we don't cover everything in detail, we just want to ensure you get a feel for it. For example, over here with the Solana account, it lets you check out info for a specific account. But at first, you might be unsure what parameters to pass in, right? No worries. Just send over Solana with the command account, and it'll give you tips and angle brackets on what parameters you need to include. For example, here we need to input the address, and for the Solana transfer, we need to provide two things, the address and the amount. It makes it all pretty clear for you. Alright, let's use the account command to check the info for this address. Hit enter, and it'll show 5 pieces of information. The first one is the public key. So basically, our address is the first thing. Then the second one is the balance, which is the balance of SOL. The third one is the owner, meaning who owns it. For the 111 system address, it shows that it's an account. Since the executable is marked as no, this address is not executable, it's a personal account address. Also, Rentatak means the rental period. We know that one epoch is 5 days long, so the rental period here is basically permanent. If you watched our last video, you know that Solana has this rental system where any account program can. There's a rental period. After that, info gets deleted automatically. Alright, let's keep it simple. Just give a Solana address. It doesn't need any parameters, just spits out the current wallet address.
Later.
Alright, let's move on to the third tool, the Solana airdrop. Just hit enter. Then you'll see that we need to input the amount here. You can just drop an airdrop address at the end. If you don't, we'll just send it to your current logged in address. Let me give it a try and request 5 SOL for the airdrop, but I probably won't be able to claim it since our editor's set up to not allow that. I've already claimed the airdrop today, so even if I click on the wallet in the top right corner and try to get the airdrop again, does it work? Alright, let's try another one. For balance, add Solana in front, and it shows 6, 8 song. Now let's give the last one a shot for block. Just add Solana in front of that too. Then here you'll see the info for the 20 most recent confirmed blocks. I won't go through the rest one by one since I'm just following the docs and trying things out. Honestly, I don't feel like I use this tool that much when coding, but this lets you get a taste of what you can find out about the Solana blockchain. Also, learning to code isn't just about watching videos. You really need to get your hands on the keyboard, try out different interfaces, see how things change. That's the fast track to really getting it. Alright, you can give the rest a shot. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the group or just message me. See you in the next class.